So check this out. Terrifying 1582 solar storm that caused great fire in the sky. Okay, that was 1582. Solar storm so bad that in parts of the sky of the world it seemed like it was on fire. 1582. 277 years later, the Carrington event happens. Another solar flare, another solar storm, knocks out the telegraph, even sets fire to power poles. 130 years later, March 14th, 1989, CME solar storm caused the Quebec blackout. 12 years later, March 29th, 2001, a pair of CMEs hurled toward the Earth, but luckily the second one, instead of firing up the solar storm, the impact quenched it. Indeed, the quenching action of the second CME may have saved power grids and other technological systems from damage. And then 11 years after that, in 2012, if an asteroid big enough to knock modern civilization back to the 18th century appeared out of deep space and buzzed the Earth-Moon system, the near miss would be instant worldwide headline news. Earth experienced a close shave just as perilous, but most newspapers didn't mention it. The impactor, an extreme solar storm, the most powerful in as much as 150 years. This one, supposedly, if it was Earth-facing when it went off, this X-flare, would have knocked us back into the black, or would have knocked us out, would have knocked us in the Stone Age. So in 1582, it went off, causing the sky to set on fire. 277 years later, it went off, knocking out the power, or the telegraph, and setting fires to power poles. 130 years after that, it knocked the Quebec power grid out. 12 years after that, would have had problems, but it fixed itself. And 11 years after that, if it would have been Earth-facing, we would have been in big trouble. Happens a lot more than what people think, and we have another one coming at some point. So just letting you know, it's not all phony baloney stuff. This thing's very active, and it affects the world. You'll see. What have you done for love today? Because did you know that love conquers all? Even the solar storms. And there's going to be a solar storm when the twins meet, because that's when the sparks are really going to fly. Just like this. It's like the sky's on fire all over again, but it'll be for love.